This chat bubble is brought to you by Audible. For a free 30-day trial, as well as a free audiobook, head over to audible.com/Gamebreaker. Now, my name's Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another chat bubble. It's been a while. So what's brought this on then? Well, I, like many other people who were on the internet over the weekend and are interested in MMOs, saw about 20 minutes of footage from the beta of The Elder Scrolls Online. Now, this footage has caused quite a stir. We did write an article about it on Gamebreaker, but it has actually since been pulled. So if you're looking for that video, you may have quite a long search on your hands. It's possible that it's still out there somewhere, but for those of you who weren't able to see it, let me just briefly describe it for you. You had a lot of the character creation system. You had some good looks at the starting area, as well as some brief sort of kind of disappointing looks at some light combat. Basically seem to be spamming one ability. Why is it causing controversy and comments? Well, the graphical quality was not what you'd expect from a brand spanking new MMO. It was possibly being played on quite a low-end machine, perhaps somewhat less powerful than those of us who play those sorts of games regularly are used to using. And also the person who was doing the footage was not doing it in any kind of sort of promotional or organised way. And of course you have to remember that this isn't a finished game yet. This hasn't been released to the public. This may well be just a completely unfinished zone that he was playing in. And he also seemed to get lost quite a lot. So be that as it may, it certainly caused some interesting reactions in a lot of the gaming community, and in me as well, actually, to be honest, because my first reaction, and I should just say as an aside, I know that you guys all know me as a World of Warcraft player, but I have been an Elder Scrolls fan for a really long time, and I'm really excited about the Elder Scrolls Online, like I know a lot of you are. So that out of the way, I was looking forward to this game, and I've heard so much about it, there's been so much hype around it, that I was kind of expecting something new, something revolutionary, something really sort of different and exciting. And instead what I saw was kind of a generic MMO start zone with, you know, a character with generic abilities, the similar sort of Elder Scrolls style character creation, which, I don't know, some people will love it. I'm not a huge fan. But it made me wonder. It made me think, what were my expectations? What was I looking for from this? And why am I surprised that what I actually saw was a basic sort of generic fantasy MMO? Why am I surprised that start zones aren't the best bits of the game, for one? I mean, what was my expectation? And I was just expecting to see something different, something exciting, something new, something that would make me sit up and go, oh my god, this is really remarkable. And if you're a regular watcher of Twemo, This Week in MMO here on Gamebreaker TV, you'll have seen our very own Scott Hawkes talking about the game and all the sort of amazing new stuff it's bringing. But none of that seems to be in the start zone. So I'm kind of wondering a few things, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. If you haven't watched a chat bubble before here on Gamebreaker TV, they're meant to provoke discussion, they're meant to provoke comment, we're meant to have a little bit of a dialogue going on. So do tell me what you think. Do you think people's expectations for the Elder Scrolls Online are too high? Do you think that people are expecting something new and revolutionary in a genre that doesn't really have the space for that? I mean, what can you do, particularly in the start zone, of a medieval-ish fantasy MMO that's so different that it's going to blow your mind? And in line with that, what did you expect from this footage? And if you saw the footage, and if you didn't, I do apologise. Good luck hunting it down. I kind of hope I've described it well enough above, and you can also check out the comments in the previous article to get a better idea of what you were seeing. But did this meet with, go below or go above your expectations? And how has it, if at all, changed your opinion of the Elder Scrolls Online? I mean, for me, I think the interesting point is that where games are hyped as much as this is, people put too much store in them. People expect too much from them. And if it's just released and it's just a good version of a medieval-ish fantasy MMO, will people be disappointed? I'd love to know what you guys think about this sort of vague idea of tons of questions that have occurred to me since watching that short video and reading everyone's comments on the previous article. Do let me know what you think. Drop a comment in the article below. And as always, do keep it locked and dialed to Gamebreaker TV for all your gaming needs.